about to get into live. Be sure to follow our amazing sponsors, Fiya Infusion, Tax Strategy, Ask BlueJae, Lavish Looks by MzMetchi, and Black Dollar Days. And be sure to tune into our other programming throughout the week. All right, y'all, let's get it.
What it do? Your favorite cousin Young Jock checking in. And right now you're tuned into the Blueprint Live with my favorite MzMetchi, all right? Hey, man, you know what it is. Keep doing what you're doing and keep it right here. Chill.
Yo, what's happening in? What's happening in? Oh, it's your boy $2 Fabo, Bankhead Fabo. Oh, hey, man, check this out. I want y'all to tune in right now to the Blueprint Live with MzMetchi. And I want you to tune in every Thursday at 6:30 Central Time. Oh, Fabo!
Yo, I don't know what you think you're doing, but I know what you should be doing. I'm the pride of the Eastside DJ MH Tutter, and you need to tune into the Blueprint Live with MzMetchi.
Happy Thursday. Let's get it. Welcome y'all to the Blueprint Live. It's lit tonight.
Probably find you somebody who understands. Say your girl,
if you're on this live, share this live up.
I don't never do this, so next time call in advance.
This is Baby Shakes by Conley.
Honestly, I'm a dog and I ain't got time to play.
I'm just sharing the live up right now. I'm trying to do what I'm telling y'all to do, you know.
I'm in the win and why you give up the draws. See, now there goes the bark. Now since we speaking the trees, come tell me who got the spark.
Y'all, this is my jam, like, for real. Sound like my main playlist.
This is basic, I ain't no savior. I'm only finna get off cause they think I got good behavior. Chief.
Make sure y'all get y'all drinks. You know I got something in my cup. Let me get in these comments. Hey, Bledsoe Media in the house. Make sure that you drop your business for me, okay? Oh my goodness, y'all better get with him. He has do you still have the flyer special going on? Well, you gotta let me know, okay? Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Happy Thursday. I'm really excited about tonight's show because it's a lot to unpack this week. It's a lot going on this week, okay? So make sure if you just join and drop those businesses, okay? I'm here to promote you. I want to be able to connect you with somebody else that's not in your network. It's about growing our network, y'all. So let's make sure that we're doing that. Let me get over here in the comments. Yes, he tagged it. Y'all make sure y'all go. He had a special going on his flyers, resumes, everything. I mean, he literally does it all. So I want to thank you for checking in with me. If you love to advertise with me, y'all, make sure that you visit the bpmediaco.com for more information. I'd love to help get eyes on your business or your initiative. Remember, I'm here for y'all. It's not about me. It's not about me. It's about y'all. Before we go any further, I have to thank my amazing sponsors. Shout out to Tax Strategy. For those that filed their taxes or whatever the case is, y'all know that it's been a busy season. Some people have not even gotten their refunds back. Okay. So that just lets you know how behind everything is at this point. So shout out to Tax Strategy. I mean, executing the tax season perfectly, limiting your liability. Okay. Tax Strategy is where it's at. Shout out to Fiya Infusions, our other sponsor. Make sure that you all go and follow and sign up and just subscribe. They've got some things that are going to be coming. So we're really excited about it. Ask BlueJae. Shout out to Janae. She literally has all the services that you need virtually. And y'all know she's got the Black Excellence collection. Okay. Boop, boop. You can shop that and use my promo code Mechi10 for 10% off. Okay. That's for the Black Excellence collection, anything that you can go and that you can purchase. So make sure that y'all go and check her out. Okay. Shout out to Black Dollar Days. Okay, the next Black Dollar Days is happening in June. So if you missed the last one, that's okay. It's totally okay. You still have time to register your business. And, you know, I want you all to go and visit the blackdollardays.com to really, you know, read more into this initiative and just really see how it's really meant to help us. You know, that's what it's all about. Okay. And lastly, Closing the Gap Staffing, okay? Now, look, they're still looking for truckers. Y'all know I have been trying to tell you all about this for weeks now. Weeks, y'all. There are so many benefits that are going on right now, and just sign-on bonuses, everything for truck drivers right now. So if you know a truck driver, and let them know about this job opportunity, okay? You can follow Closing the Gap Staffing on Facebook and Closing the Gap Staffing on Instagram, or visit closingthegapedu.com for more information on how you can apply. And you know, they're a full staffing agency, so they've got other positions available if you are not a truck driver and you're looking. But that's our job opportunity of the week. We are looking for more CDL truck drivers. It's necessary out here, okay? They the ones that really keep the world moving. If you know a truck driver in your life, you know they driving from here, there. Some of them are local. They're out on the roads all the time. They are really the ones that's making things work, and they're part of keeping what we have going on together, okay? So y'all make sure y'all do that. He said, yes, I do. I expanded it for the month of June. Yes, that's amazing. Y'all make sure y'all go and take advantage of that special, okay? So look, now that I've thanked my sponsors, the topic of the night, because I want to know what y'all think about this, for real. I really do. Should the mask mandate be lifted? Ooh, we're going to talk about something that's controversial. I really want to know what you all think, because I've got a couple stories that I'm going to share for the What's Happening, What's Up tonight. And it's kind of like surrounded around everything that's going on with the pandemic. Because I think that even though the world is kind of opening back up, a lot of people are forgetting the fact that we are still actively in this thing. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. It's still something that's going on. So that's what we're going to talk about tonight. Ooh. Let me get into the hate it and love it. So y'all, mine is real simple this week. And I know that somebody is going to feel me on this. I know y'all going to feel me. Y'all going to be like, MzMetchi, I feel you. All right, you go to work, okay? Y'all know Outlook. First off, the Outlook chime that happens with the emails, I've told y'all before that it makes me feel some type of way. I'm like, emergency. What's going on? So after I, went on my trip for my birthday, naturally I came back and I'm like, I'm swarmed. They tearing my email up. I'm like, I got all types of stuff to do. I was able to get a handle on everything, but then there was like a new wave of busyness that came in, and I was like, wow, I got a lot on my plate right now. Do y'all know that they basically added more on there? They was just like, and here goes some more stuff. I don't know if y'all ever seen that commercial with State Farm, Jake from State Farm. He go in and he talking to the girl, and she like stacking like this meat on top of the on top of the scale. And I was like, damn, there's some big steaks. What is that? That's how it felt, but it was work though. I'm like, why are you giving me all of this? Like, I'm trying to get caught up. My hated it for this week is when your plate is full at work and management adds more shit to it. Plain and simple. That is, why do they do that? I don't get it. And it's just like when I talk to, I have other friends that definitely work within the, the corporate world, or they just have different jobs, and they just like, man, when I go to work, they just be giving it to me. And I'm just like, I thought I was the only one. I can't be the only one that's experiencing this, because that would just be absolutely ridiculous. So that's the hate. I know somebody gonna be able to feel me. I want to shout out to everybody that listens and tunes in with me live, and also those that kind of tune in afterwards. This is part of my Love It this week. You all have probably been seeing with the, with my advertising and my promotion that, I've made the show available on other platforms. At first it was exclusively on Facebook, and I didn't really realistically understand. I'm just like, okay, I need to put it in all these different places. So I'm grateful for that now. And over the last couple of weeks, I was able to put the show on iHeart. And it's just been amazing to see, I like to look at like the analytics in business. I'm like, okay, what can I be doing to increase or enhance what it is that I'm doing. So looking at it and seeing that there's different people, outside of our area that are listening in and, getting feedback and, getting other people that are reaching out that want to be on the show. Y'all, I'm telling you, it's like, that is the love it for me, because anyone that is a creative, if you're in media or, you're doing something, your work is very personal to you. Your content that you put out, you put a lot of energy into it to make sure that it resonates with your audience, because your audience. And I just absolutely love everybody that has been, supporting from the beginning, or, they was like, oh man, I really like your show. I listened to it that one time and been listening ever since. That is the real blessing, y'all. And that's definitely one of the love, is to really see the expansion of what I was doing and to remember what it was like starting, celebrating the 2 years in April. That, for real, y'all, blessings on blessings. So I just want to share that with you guys, because the ones y'all been listening, y'all been rocking with me for a minute, you know what I'm saying? So I really, really appreciate it, and definitely wanted to make that my love it this week. I got another love it though. Boo! Hold on, let me take a sip. This one's good. You should be sipping too. Okay. The Upshaws. Have y'all watched it on Netflix? Somebody got to let me know what y'all think about it, because I'm enjoying the show. I even like the laughing soundtrack, or whatever they call it, where people, they got the audience, the fake audience and stuff. It was great. It's starring Mike Epps, Wanda Sykes, and Kim Fields. And for me, it's very refreshing to see a good Black, just kind of comedy, drama, all of those shows. We miss our Moeshas and our Family Matters and things of that sort. And this show is they kind of combine all of that. They give it an edge and definitely bring it to 2021, but it gives me the 90s and early 2000s feel, if that makes sense. So I would love to hear your feedback on if you watched the show. I've kind of seen some mixed reviews, and I said, you know what? I'm like, it's Mike Epps. And Mike Epps has been funny to me for years. Literally. I remember his earlier stand-ups, and you would have to go catch him on Netflix now, but there was one where he had like a chicken wing arm. Like he just, his skits were a little bit outlandish, but it was funny to me. And I definitely put him up there as far as with comedians of our time, because everybody, they'd be like, I'm gonna compare them to, a lot of the older comedians. The older comedians were raw and uncut. They paved the way. We do have newer type of comedians right now. And speaking of which, rest in peace to Paul Mooney. I was very, very saddened to hear that news yesterday. I was just like, damn, another one of our legends is gone. And his granddaughter actually went to high school with us. And, definitely I want to send my love out to her and her family. I don't know if she will ever see this or if any of her friends watch, but please, extend my condolences from my family to hers. He was truly a legend. He will be missed. And, we're just sending our love to the Mooney family on tonight, definitely. But, y'all make sure that y'all support the Upshaws. We got to support our shows and shows that are made with us in mind. And yeah, I think that you'll enjoy it. If nothing else, you'll get a good laugh out of it. Wanda Sykes, she's funny in her own way. I haven't really watched her stand up, so I will have to see what's to it. But I do enjoy her on the show. And to me, they have kind of like a Martin and Pam vibe for my Martin people that watch Martin. They kind of interact like that, where it's like it's constant jabs, or I'm saying this, you saying that, they just kind of go back and forth, and it's really good dialogue and lots of references to what's going on now. So check it out on Netflix. Shout out to Mike Epps, Wanda Sykes, and Kim Fields. Because the last time I seen Kim Fields was on The Housewives, and child Kenya Moore was trying to bully her, and I was just like, why are you doing this? Kim Fields is such a nice person, and she's equally as awesome on the show. So y'all make sure that y'all go and check it out. I think I'm gonna take a little bit of of a break. I think it's time to drop it and shake it, maybe. I don't know.
You know, I get down. One of the ladies that drop a shake, twerking, move that girl. Come on, drop a shake, twerking, move that girl. Come on, drop a shake.
I just be in the mood. Like now it's getting hot outside. I'm like, let's go dance.
Let me see, drop a shake. Go ahead, drop a shake. Come on, drop a shake. Go ahead, drop a shake. Go ahead, drop a shake. Girl, move that girl. Drop a shake, move that girl.
If y'all like all of this music is available on all platforms. Punlay, Baby Shakes was my opening song tonight, and this is Drop It and Shake It by Almighty. For me, it's when the beat drops, so y'all gotta listen.
I hit you on the low, come and pick you up on the low, fuck you on the low.
Selena, she said this is jam. I'm gonna turn it up for you. This is my birthday sis right here.
I'ma pop some bottles, time to get wasted. Throw some more money, cause the ass is shaking. Tell me what you like, girl.
This my jam too, sis, for real. If you on this live, share this live. Drop that business. Drop your friends' business. I tell y'all every week, the one that y'all be scrolling past on the social media. But y'all see them posting every day. You didn't hear that from me, though.
I get a round of applause. In that ass when I dog. Nigga understand that I'm the realest nigga of all. Little money, she just wanna see a young nigga ball. Got tuition for the strippers, I'ma pay that debt off. Make that ass clap.
Selena, we needed to hear this when we was in Vegas. Hey, Auntie Tracy. Auntie Tracy, I did not call you back yesterday. And I know I ain't right. I gotta get my life together. I was out of it yesterday.
Tell me her story. She said where she began. I tell her the part west. She started shaking for ass. Going do it for the daddy. Going shake for daddy.
Yes, Selena, they didn't say they wasn't playing none of that music out there. They was playing some stuff, but they wasn't playing that. Y'all look. I'll be right back. Commercial. Tax season is among us. Make sure that you get with the pros at Tax Strategy to help you limit your tax liability and help you get back the maximum refund that you and your family deserve. Visit www.yourtaxstrategy.info for more information on setting up an appointment and getting the ball rolling on your taxes this year. Let them know that the Blueprint Media Company sent you. Ask BlueJae is available for all your business needs. They offer website and social media management, business organization and preparation courses, project management, and you can even shop the Black Excellence collection. This features clothing, mugs, notebooks, and everything that you need. And if you use the code MECHI10, you can get 10% off at checkout. Make sure that you log on and check out Ask BlueJae and let them know the Blueprint Media Company sent you. Had to pay a couple of bills. No, I'm in a good mood tonight. If you're just joining me, make sure that you drop those businesses in the comments, okay? Let me go ahead and let's get into the what would you do. This one, okay, while not heavy like some of the other ones, because we know that unfortunately that has happened before. This one, I feel like they really need some sound advice. And I even found myself a little perplexed as I was reading it. Like, what would I do in that situation? So here you go. Need advice. My son's father and I have been divorced since he was 2 years old. We have co-parented together very well, with my son going to his dad's for a week and then to my house for a week. It's always how it's been. Well, my son graduates from high school this year, and my current husband has told me he needs to pick one home to reside in once he graduates. He said him going back and forth is not a way to live. My son feels like he's pressured into picking between his dad and I, and knows that one of us is going to be hurt, so he doesn't want to choose. He wants to keep things as they are. My husband has told me he would divorce me before he allows my son to keep his current schedule. So I told him that's fine. I guess we will get divorced then. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. What would you do? This is a tough one. Let's see. Auntie Tracy said, that's okay. Thank you. Thank you for giving me grace. Selena, they did us wrong. Yes, they did. They were supposed to turn up. They were supposed to turn up. We had to make our own party. Thank you, Talina, for dropping your business. Again, if you're just checking with me, drop those businesses. Drop your friend's business. Now, let's see. Trina Dior, she said, leave his ass. Absolutely. But not like, it don't have to be like abrupt. Like I definitely feel like it needs to be a conversation. She also said, I wouldn't make my son pick. That's a difficult thing. And it's just like, I don't even know if there's a way to work around it, because it's just like, damn, divorce was the first thing that you was thinking about, as far as, you know, because my son may not want to pick between the homes. It's just like, this is what he's used to. Now, if the husband has been around, you know, we don't know if the boy has been talking to him like, damn, I don't want to go in between two houses. You never know what type of conversations that they having. But for divorce to be the first thing that he's throwing out as a consequence to the son not choosing, that's worrisome to me in itself, period. Talina says, sounds like I'm getting divorced. If my son is happy, what difference does it make? Exactly. I don't really see how, like, if that's the arrangement that they're used to, it's like, I'm going to my dad's next week. You know, we were all kids at one point. Like, I don't know. Something is definitely off about it being such a harsh consequence for you know, him not making a choice. Like, to me, that was like the first thing that I read, and I was just like, yo, I'm like, what the hell is going on here? They ain't been together. You know, it's like, did they have a problem? Was there a fight? Like, I have real questions that need real answers at this point. Let's see. Trina said, if it's been this way for years, why make him pick? Now, my son is comfortable at both homes because both are his homes. Yeah. And I mean, I believe that. I mean, I did grow up at the same house or whatever the case is. But if I had gone and made a living here and a living here, I'm living in both of those places. I don't really understand what the issue is. So yeah, I don't know. It seemed like it's something that could be a little bit deeper to this. Like, did y'all fight or something? You know, families be fighting. People, they be physically fighting one another. Now, you know, I know y'all done seen it. I know y'all done seen it. Because I didn't seen it. I didn't seen it involuntarily. Hold on. Let me get into this next comment. Trina said, nah, that man just want to dip. Let his ass dip like Frito-Lay. Okay, sis. Now, you brought up my next point. It definitely seemed like he was looking for an out, right? Because it's been like this for a long time. And we don't know. He probably could have been having conversations like, we're about to be empty nesters. You know, I mean, I don't know. Some parents be different. I don't know. We don't know what they've been talking about. But I think that that's crazy. The whole situation is just messed up. And I mean, you know, for him to go ahead and do that, I would hold his feet to the fire as far as that's concerned. Me personally. Trina said, yes, he just wants out and he's using the son as an excuse. Talina also agreed he's looking for an out. Yeah, to me, it seems like that he was just searching for something. He's like, she being a good mom, she being a good wife over here. How can I get out of this situation? Like, he was trying to really navigate his exit. And it's just like, to me, it's weak. But and my whole thing is like, if you have a problem, then you got to just say it. You know, if you feeling some things, you got to say it. But to make that son choose, and then this the thing, they got to stop getting out of the, you know, there's some parents that's like, I don't know. They feel like 18 is the cutoff. Like, I can sit here as a woman in my 30s and say that, you know, I'll still actively, you know, go and talk to my dad about things. The needs are different. Like, I don't need my dad to supply for me or do different things like that. But as a parent, you know, yes, I go to him as a child. Like, you know, sometimes like, hey, you know, this is what it is. You know, whatever that situation may be. It could be something at work, you know, in business. I'm just like, hey, let me get a little bit of advice. I don't have children, so I can only speak from the child's perspective, that it's kind of like the parenting never stops. So it's like the fact that he's, you know, like, throw him out on his ass. He has to make a decision. He can't come back here. It's that, like, that mentality is what hurts so many people. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like, oh, you know, you might not have it together in 18 years, and that's okay. Don't make them choose. I just, Tracy said he had already moved on, just needed a reason. Look, because to me, it sounded like he got somebody across town, but you, child, you didn't hear that from me. You didn't hear that from me. Trina said there's got to be more to the story that she's not telling. Exactly. Like, I want to know, why is he so hard up about the situation? The boy been living like this. Now, if he didn't graduate, she been divorced since she was 2. We don't know how long this new man had been around. She didn't indicate that. But we assume it's a 16-year time span, okay? This is not no little boy no more. And her son feels like, she said specifically, my son feels like he is pressured to pick between his dad and I, and knows that one of us is going to be hurt, so he doesn't want to choose. I mean, I'm pretty sure that them coming to that arrangement of the week on, week off was probably difficult for all parties initially. But as a family union, they got used to it. Just think it's really unfortunate. I think it's really unfortunate. It's just, but you know, all I can say is that if he put that on the table and that's the consequence for you allowing your son to still be nurtured by both households. Again, I'm not a parent, but I would say that, you know, I'd have to choose my offspring. Shit. You know what I mean? That just, I don't think you even have to be a parent to understand that, like, that is the obvious choice, because this little boy hasn't done anything wrong besides grow up within an arrangement that he was used to, that his parents were used to. And now here come old dude. Yeah, we're going to call him old dude. Because it's like, you know, I would think that a husband marrying someone, or even a wife marrying their spouse that has a child, you have to know your role, you know? You have to know your role, and you have to know when to say, you know what, I support you and whatever decision is going on with you. And her child being a part of her, he has to support that decision too. It's something to it. Trina said, yes, if he's helping around the house, that's cool. The husband may feel some type of way because he's not the only man in the house, but that still doesn't mean you throw divorce on the table. Exactly. And I mean, and I just wonder, you know, if this was an argument or something where it's like, you know how, like, if you argue with somebody, sometimes those raw emotions may come out. It happens with relationships, friendships, even at work. People will lose their cool and maybe say things that they wouldn't have normally said on like a day-to-day basis. So, you know, I wonder if he threw that out because maybe he was just that cotton picking mad, you know, like maybe he was just that upset that, you know, I don't know. It takes me back to, I don't know if you all watched this one show, Put a Ring on It. I believe it comes on OWN. It hasn't been on in a while, but Mother actually told me that she was watching the show, and I was just like, okay, I'm gonna watch this show too. You know, it started with Ready to Love, and then it went to this show. And they had paired these two. The guy had a son. And, you know, he was basically like, he told her very early on, you know, before this show, before all of this, my son was coming to live with me at the start of the school year, you know? And, oh no, these people, they knew each other. I'm sorry, I'm mixing it up with Ready to Love. So these two were already in a relationship. She wanted the ring, but he was kind of holding back because she didn't really seem very receptive to his son, especially his son living there. She just felt like, he can just come on the weekends or in the summertime. You know, she was very selfish with how she was kind of approaching the situation. And that's what What Would You Do kind of reminded me of. I'm just like, man, people really don't, you got to watch who you have around your kids. Like, who you have around you in general, because everybody don't be down for the cause. Like, I mean, you know, we see these stories. One of the stories that hurt me so bad that one, the girlfriend and the girl and her boyfriend was on the TV. Oh, y'all, it was somewhere down south, some weird shit. They were crying, y'all. Oh my goodness, crying over this little baby that they like somebody came and kidnapped her. And that wasn't even the case. They had done some horrendous things and left her at the bayou. But they was crying and hollering, crying, hollering, doing all that other stuff. That guy, along with that lady who might have been a little crazy, they didn't have no sense. But you got to watch who you have around. You know what I'm saying? Because this is the thing. I tell you what, when I do become a parent, I'm going to protect mine at all costs. It's just like, I don't care who you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care. Because I'm going to try to emulate what I saw from a child's perspective. You know what I'm saying? They not going to let nobody mess with you. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't be having the right intentions. So it's just like, if he's saying some stuff like that, I hope you're not considering staying. But if you do, if I was your son, I wouldn't live there. Because you could already tell it's a stank ass vibe. Talini, she said, yes, they pissed me off. Yeah, that particular couple, the guy was crying and it was not even no real tears, y'all. I'm like, where are your tears? Something about this feels staged. It feels rehearsed. It's giving me high school drama club. Watch who you have around him. So, yeah, if he want to go, girl, let him go. It sounds like he's already gone on to some other pastures. Do what you got to do. Because now, you look, your son, it's you and your son. You can start over. You get what I'm saying? We don't know her age or anything like that, but that's the advice that I would give to the situation. Sometimes when people want to walk away, you got to let those doors close and not feel the need to go back and reopen them or feel the need to keep or hold on to certain situations. You know what I'm saying? Because some situations you be holding on to and then you be like, man, I'm wondering why I ain't got blessed yet, or why I haven't been able to do this or start my business or go back to school and do all that. And it's all about who you have around you. Something seemed real dark about that situation as far as him wanting the son to leave. So that's just my thoughts on it. I don't know. Talina said, I had to turn that mess off. I knew it was some bull. Girl, I'm telling y'all, that couple, when I find the article, y'all know what I've been trying to do is if we talk about something on the show, I try to put it on the actual Blueprint Media Company page so that y'all can see the story. So I'm going to go back in the archives because Talina, correct me if I'm wrong. This was last year. I believe this was like early last year. I know that we were in the midst of the pandemic. I feel like when I heard about the story, and I'm just like, look at these fools on television doing these fake tears. The mom, I just felt like she was off like PCP or something. I don't know. Something wasn't right with her. Something wasn't right. Tell y'all that much. So that's it for the What Would You Do Tonight. I want to thank everybody. Shout out to Trina Dior. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Y'all, she's so cute too. Oh, y'all have to see her. And shout out to Miss Royalty Massages joining me tonight. It's a little bit too much for me. Selena said, I can't remember when it was. Yeah, when I find that story, y'all, just when I share it with the date, I'm going to put the caption like this, the one we was talking about on the What Would You Do? So let's go ahead. What's happening? What's up? Whoo, child. Okay. So this is, this week ain't too crazy. Last week I felt like between Florida, child, and some of the other places, it was a lot going on. It was a little bit too much. She said, thanks, love. You beautiful. I love your vibe. I love you too, sis. Yes. Y'all, we was kicking it, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all go and follow. Get in tune, okay? Yeah, so this week, not too crazy like the other couple weeks. Because it was so funny. I was pulling up my notes and I was like, it was some crazy ass stories happening the last couple weeks. Like, what's going on? Okay, so this week for all of my Chicagoans that are listening in with me or will listen after I record, Lollapalooza is back this summer at full capacity. Y'all going or not? Because I heard Megan Thee Stallion was gonna be there. Y'all know I love me some Megan Thee Stallion, child. I love her knees. I appreciate her knees and the fact that she can dance the way that she does, because I too remember when I had Megan Thee Stallion knees. I had Megan Thee Stallion knees during the rock your hips and wave and, you know, all of that. That's when I had my knees the last time. So everybody give it up for Megan Thee Stallion's knees. I love her. No, but for real, she's actually one of the people that's on the lineup. I don't know, she said, let's go. Let's go is how I'm reading that. This goes into our topic for tonight as far as should the mask mandate be mandated. I mean, this is the thing. I don't mind going somewhere. I've actually been to some places where I'm just like, okay, it's more people than what I'm used to after the past year. But I'm masked up, you know, got a vaccine, got all that stuff. You know, I'm like, I'm cool. I'm ready to go. I don't know about going to Lala this year, y'all. Funny thing is, the place where I used to work, we literally had an entire view in one of the high rises of the entire park. So you saw all the stages and everything. It was so cool. I was like, I'm going to go because I've never been to Lollapalooza, y'all. Ooh. I never been. Don't judge me, judge your people. Okay. Just because some of the people that was on the roster, like I had either seen them already, or I was just like, I don't know if I'm 1,000% interested. Because this is the thing. I don't know. I feel like I'm a bougie concert goer. Like I'm like, okay, I want to have my own space. Can we have drinks? Are we close? You know, like, can I see the artist? Like I was so close to Drake at one concert. I saw the veins in his neck, y'all. The veins. I was like, oh my gosh, Drake, I love you. I was like, I love you so much, Drake. I don't know if I'm going, but it is back. You know, it's the crazy thing about it is Chicago shut it down and was one of the last ones to really kind of start phasing, you know, going into the next phases of reopening. And now I feel like they just doing it at a speed that's a little bit, I'm like, wait a minute. Y'all broke, Chicago. Y'all trying to take more money from y'all residents, Chicago? Is that what it really is? Speaking of Chicago, did you all see this, you know, the information that was out with Chicago's mayor, Lori, she was only giving exclusive interviews to you know, basically Black media. And she got a lot of flack for it. I was like, oh, y'all mad. They mad at the Chicago mayor. Why? She put it out there. It was pretty bold. I mean, I don't think it's something that we've really seen happen as far as with a lot of politicians. When you're like, I'm exclusively offering this to Black and brown media. So if you are in media, I say shoot your shot. Why not? You know, she had her reasons behind it. Again, I'll share that story as well. But I just thought it was interesting. I was like, okay, you know, I'm like, that's seems like a step in the right direction. You know, she definitely spoke about the lack of diversity and how she's, you know, the media that she's with now, you know, it's not a lot of us, you know, and she definitely spoke on it. And I mean, if y'all don't like the mayor, I mean, honestly, she's super real. She's real. And, you know, she kind of puts it all out there. I mean, you know, that Twitter, I'm just like, girl, what you posting on this Twitter? What are you posting on your Twitter? But I could appreciate that, you know, she offered that opportunity. But, you know, unfortunately, when you make comments like that, you know, other races and other people, they, you know, they do feel some type of way like, well, why? You know, it raises all of these questions, and it should just be what, you know, it should just be what it is. So I thought that it was pretty bold, if nothing else, you know, and that's also something else that's going on. But in other news, y'all, Lil Jon from Lil Jon and the East Side Boys, how about he got a show coming to HGTV? Yeah, he does. So he's going to be helping people with like these different renovations that's going on in their home, and, you know, kind of giving them some stuff with an edge. And I thought that it was really, really cool because I like to keep up with some of our artists that, you know, that kind of came out that we can remember and, you know, see what they're up to now. Like some of my favorite people, y'all remember Sunshine Anderson and A. Marie and like all of these different artists, they've all ventured off and they're doing different things besides music. And a lot of these artists will tell you it's the things that they're doing outside of music that's able to generate that income. And, you know, they say you're supposed to have multiple streams anyway. So I thought that was amazing, you know, and I'm just like, I saw the article, I was like, BlueJae, yeah, you know, I'm here for it. I still listen to, I ain't really here to play no games. You already know my name. Trina said that's dope. Yes, it is. I love all of them. And I mean, everybody is doing some great things. So I saw that he had that show. And I mean, I don't know about y'all, but I like to get my HGTV on sometimes. I can sit up and watch Love It Enlisted, Property Brothers. I love all of those shows. And it's crazy how they suck you in. Like, it's kind of like when you watch Law and Order SVU, you better not sit down and try to watch the first 3 to 5 minutes of the show. They got you for an hour at that point because you've become invested at that point and you have to see it all the way through. That's how it is. So I'm excited for his show to come on there. Yeah. And then this last story, it happened in Austin, Texas, and it was really getting a lot of traction. Republican Texas Governor Greg Abbott issued an executive order Tuesday prohibiting state governmental entities such as counties, public school districts, public health authorities, and government officials from requiring mask wearing. So what that means is that, you know, even though things have kind of updated with the CDC, and we're going to be talking about that tonight as far as with the topic of the night, should the mandate be lifted, the one that the CDC has and the government, he's basically saying that you can't make anybody wear a mask in your establishment. So you can't, they can't do that basically on any level. Schools, public health places, which is crazy. You should totally have a mask on for that. And government officials. So I would imagine that would even be down to like the police and stuff. I'll be like, damn, you all in my window. What are you doing? So there are people that are literally suing places over this mask stuff, y'all. Can you believe it? I just think that it's absolutely crazy. Like, I'm just like this. Okay, is it that serious? Even in Illinois, they made the decision that this fall, everyone is returning back to in-person learning, and they are heavily limiting any remote learning capabilities for anyone. I think it's crazy. I mean, it's been a lot of things that's been going on even in education too. There's even students that are fighting for a no-fail policy due to people, you know, a lot of the students at the school, this is in Wheaton, having COVID and not being able to go to school. It's a lot of things happening around education right now. And it's a little bit crazy to me. Auntie Tracy said, wow, yeah, that's what I said. I'm like, it's kind of crazy. I mean, you know, if you have an establishment, you should be able to say you need to mask up at this point. I'll get into it more with the topic of the night as far as, you know, kind of like my thoughts around it and why them moving a little bit quickly on this is alarming and it's a little concerning to me. Just as a citizen, you know, we got to look out for each other. It just doesn't seem... It seems too hasty. So what I'm going to do real quick is just take a quick break. That's what was happening and what was up in the streets. Okay. So if you are just joining, make sure that you drop those businesses or drop a business that you know. We would love to follow, support, and also connect and network. So make sure that you're doing that. Okay. Be right back.
The Black Dollar Days initiative has officially kicked off. Make sure that you join founder Faye Porter in her mission in uplifting the Black community. You can join by registering your business or just replying that you're in and you're ready to be in on this initiative. Okay? Visit theblackdollardays.com and do what you need to do to be a part of this. Be a part of the change that you want to see. Make sure that you follow them on all social media and let them know that the Blueprint Media Company sent you.
Hey, it's time for the topic of the night. But before that, I want to give you my lavish look of the night. Okay, so it's the one that's spinning right now. And these are the men's frames. These are the grinding frames. Okay, I'll put them on just so you can see it, just a little bit. The men are really digging these frames. I think I did a pretty good job. I don't know about y'all, but that is the lavish look of the week. Okay, so you can shop the lavish looks by MzMetchi at MzMetchi.com/shop. Okay, y'all make sure y'all go and check it out. I've made a decision that even though the summer doesn't officially kick off until the end of June, I am going to be loading the summer collection because I want you guys, like my people that shop with me, all my lavish ladies and my lavish gents, to shop with me before I go, and do my pop-up. Or you can just meet me there on June 13th. But I mean, you're going to need these shades that I got. You're going to need them a little bit sooner than that. So make sure that y'all come and rock with me. June 13th is going down. Definitely going to be doing lavish looks will be at the Holiday Inn in Matson, vending with Capri Bowie, okay, for her 10-year anniversary. It's a blessing to be able to, these people are having anniversaries and spreading the love to other business owners so that we can all network with each other and meet one another too. So I'm super excited about it. Talina, she's been joining in with me tonight with Royalty Massages. She's going to be there. Whitney from New Art Girl is going to be there, and a whole host of other businesses that y'all got to come and check out. And it's right in the South Suburban area. Stop playing. It's right up the street. Thank you, Tracy. She said your makeup looks nice. Thank you. Yes to the pop-up shop. When I tell you I'm here for it, I'm ready to sell these shades. And I just look. The whole setup, everything gonna be lavish. I want y'all to come in and feel good. I'm definitely gonna have some little goodies for my lavish ladies and my lavish gents. So y'all make sure y'all come and check it out, okay? And thank you for your support so far. Again, drop those businesses, okay? Now, my topic of the night: should the mask mandate be lifted? I'm gonna go ahead with a hard no. No. I just feel like it's so soon. And I know that everybody's tired of the mask, but we're at a place right now. There are some people that are not going to get this vaccine, but they're going to be out here like they got the vaccine. And no one's judging. I'm not here to judge. With that being said, and everything still being passed, kind of like it could be passed around, you can get it. They still don't have all the answers about this shit. Let's just be honest, okay? I feel like it's a little bit too soon, y'all. That's just me. I don't know. I need to stop being scared and start my business back up. Yes, ma'am. What do you do? Drop it in there. We finna support. We going on a support train. We gonna have such a great time. I believe that. And as Tracy said, maybe next year. Yeah, that's how I feel. I'm just like, okay, maybe at least until the fall, because a lot of places are starting to reopen. So it's just like, let's see where things go. I mean, they haven't even given it a chance to test anything or gather the analytics. I tell you all the time, I'm an analytics person. I'm looking at like, boop, 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 boop. I'm looking at how it's all coming together. I don't know. Okay, Trina sells lip gloss, cups, shirts, childcare, hair. Oh, shit, girl. You sell everything. Where that at? Okay. Me too. I'm wearing mine all this year. I know, right? Yeah, I'm wearing mine too. So, it's funny. At work, I would say our whole team, they've gone and, everybody's vaccinated at this point. So they feel like that they could still, walk up on me or try to look at something on my computer and not have a mask on. I'm like, put your mask on. Or don't look at me crazy, or don't ask me why I still have mine on. That's what we not gonna do. That's the thing with them lifting this. If I still decide to show up and I have my mask on, don't ask me why I have it on, because that ain't none of your business, right? I don't want to breathe what you breathing. I don't want to do that no more. Like, some things ain't gonna never be the same for me. Like, until I feel like until I get to a place where it's like I can, like, say if I'm traveling somewhere and it's a lot of people, if I can get to a space where it's just me, by myself, or like if I go to a concert, I get to my little section, I'm like, okay, well, now I'm gonna take my stuff off. But if I'm walking amongst everybody, now that we done seen how quickly stuff was spread and it shut shit down, do not ask me why I still got my mask on. Even if they lift the mask mandate. Y'all, my mask, I got masks that represent my business. I got bling mask. I got regular hospital mask, baby. Whatever you need. Lace mask, masquerade mask, mask. I got all that. Don't ask me why I got it on, though, if it's lifted. I think that it's a little bit too soon. That's just my personal opinion. But I really want to know what y'all think, though, because I mean, I got friends that work in healthcare. You know what I'm saying? That they're around people all the time. What happens when they not mandated to wear the mask? And it's like they come like, y'all ever, okay, I know y'all done been somewhere with those people. They cough and it's like they coughing from the bottom of their soul. I'm like, bitch, did you come and do all of that coughing shit around me? Back up. Put your mask on. Even if it's not lifted, I would just say, you don't have to feel pressure to not wear it, and do what's best for you. Wait a minute. Auntie Tracy said Michael Jackson didn't care and wore a mask because he wanted to. Child, bye. Facts. He recognized that everybody was full of germs. I'm like, I can't believe I used to let y'all breathe on me. Back it up. It's just absolutely crazy. So that's my thoughts on it. And like I said, I would love to hear you all's feedback for everyone that's on right now. To me, it's just a little bit too soon, and then to even like the Texas governor, Greg Abbott, that made the thing where it's like, you basically can't say, oh yeah, it's still a mask required. Like, you can get in trouble for it. I was reading the thing. It's serious repercussions for that if you try to enforce it. And they've lifted it in the state and federally. And y'all know people be lying. I even saw a story of this guy. He had over 18 blank vaccination cards from CVS. Now, y'all know somebody is going to always find a way to get around the system. But unfortunately, with this particular illness, it's just so crazy. And it's like they still studying it. They still trying to figure out what's going on. It's not nothing to play with. That's my whole thing. I'm like, I still got people around me that I love that are at risk, and I want to make sure that they're safe. Hell, even if you don't care about yourself, don't you care about grandmama and all these other people around you that you are around that could possibly be at risk? You know what I'm saying? It's just, it's too much craziness. So it's like the mask mandate, it being lifted, is very, very, very concerning to me. But I'm only responsible for me. So if I be like this, I still need my 4 to 6 feet. You got to respect it. If I still show up and I have on my mask and I'm looking like, hi, respect it. That's all we got to do. So I just want to thank you guys for your responses for that. And I'm not even going to hold you, but I will share this quote of the night. I actually had posted this on my page, and I just really, really love this one. And I was like, I'm like, this is going to be the quote. Embrace uncertainty. Some of the most beautiful chapters in our lives won't have a title until much later. So I know for me, I'm trying to definitely take things to the next level and, just have some different shifts that are going on in my own, personal life. And there's a lot of uncertainty of moving forward with something that you don't know what the outcome is going to be, right? You don't know what's going to come from it, what comes of it. You have no idea. And I truly believe that those things will heed some great results. Even though you may not know right now, it does certainly feel like that there can be some brand new beginnings and just blessings that come from it. So if you're at a place right now where you're like, I just don't know, you might be on the launching pad to something that's greater than what you've experienced before, and something that you'll be able to define later on. We go through a lot of things presently that we don't know, like we don't know what's going to happen, and it's just really, really important to just kind of even embrace those times and those feelings of when you don't feel very certain, because I truly believe that as time goes by and as you experience things, that eventually you'll be able to define what those things were and what they were to you, those moments in your life. I just want to thank everybody for tuning in. And again, my absolutely amazing sponsors: Tax Strategy, Fiya Infusions, Ask BlueJae, Black Dollar Days, and Closing the Gap Staffing. Okay. If you know someone that's a trucker, that's my version of the horn, you guys. Make sure that you let them know that they are looking for drivers. There are definitely some great benefits to signing on right now. I mean, there's a shortage of truck drivers everywhere, and you have a direct connect from Closing the Gap Staff and the Blueprint Live to go ahead and take advantage of this opportunity. Or if you know someone that could take advantage of it, they might be out of work, they might be driving for a company, and they like, I want to be local, I want to do this. That is definitely the opportunity. Make sure that you're shopping lavish looks at MzMetchi.com/shop and be on the lookout. The summer collection is about to drop. I've been giving y'all little tidbits, but now I'm going to go ahead and launch that. And again, make sure that I'll be dropping the information for the pop-up too. Hold on, we got a question here. Black Dollar Days, is that an online store? That is actually a financial protest. That is an initiative that's launched by Faye Porter, Auntie Tracy. Make sure that you go to the blackdollardays.com to learn more information about that. Definitely support. If you're a business, make sure that you register so that on those Black Dollar Days where, those financial protests are happening, we can shop with your business, okay? Because it's all about just supporting within, and you got to go to the blackdollardays.com and get more information. But, make sure that you do that, and make sure you're following me, MzMetchi, on all platforms. That's MzMetchi. I know you see it. And make sure that you're following the Blueprint Media Company on all platforms at the BP Media Co. I want to thank you all for tuning in. Next week, I've got a great show. I'm really, really just excited to have y'all every week. So I love y'all. It's been real. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.